In 1865, the French scholar Édouard de Laboulaye proposed a bold idea. France would honor the United States and the end of slavery with a colossal monument to liberty. The statue would be a gift from the people of France, and Americans would provide the site and build the pedestal. Sculptor Frederick Auguste Bartholdi embraced the vision and set out to create liberty enlightening the world. A figure who would welcome ships into New York Harbor and celebrate a friendship between nations. Bartholdi filled his design with meaning. Liberty wears a crown with 7 rays to suggest light reaching all parts of the earth. She lifts a torch to signal hope, and she holds a tablet engraved with July 4th, 1776, to mark American independence. At her feet lie broken chains that speak to the defeat of tyranny and the end of bondage. To turn a dream into metal and rivets, Bartholdi needed brilliant engineering. Alexandre Gustave Eiffel and his team designed an iron framework that could carry the copper skin and still flex in wind and temperature, allowing the statue to stand tall through storms and seasons. Work began in Paris in the 1870s. The right arm and torch were finished in time for the Philadelphia Centennial in 1876, where visitors could climb the forearm and donate to the project. Fundraising for the American pedestal stalled until newspaper publisher Joseph Pulitzer urged ordinary citizens to give what they could. More than 120,000 donors answered, many sending coins and small bills, and the pedestal rose on Bedloe's Island, later renamed Liberty Island. By July 1884, the statue stood complete in Paris. It was then taken apart into about 350 pieces, packed into 214 crates, and shipped across the Atlantic on the French ship Isère, which arrived in New York in June 1885. Once the pedestal was ready, workers reassembled the copper plates and iron armature through the spring of 1886. On October 28, 1886, President Grover Cleveland accepted the statue on behalf of the United States. New York celebrated with bands, salutes, and the city's first ticker tape parade. From ground to torch, the monument rises to about 305 feet, instantly becoming a new sentinel of the harbor. In the years that followed, Liberty greeted millions of immigrants as they sailed past Ellis Island, and her meaning deepened. In 1903, a plaque inside the pedestal added Emma Lazarus' poem *The New Colossus* with its famous welcome to the tired and the poor and the huddled masses. In 1916, the Black Tom explosion in New Jersey damaged the torch, and public access to the torch has been closed ever since. Electric lighting and later improvements turned the torch into a brilliant night beacon, even as the original copper flame was replaced during the Centennial restoration. The statue has never stopped evolving. It became a national monument in 1924, and in the 1980s, a major restoration renewed the copper skin, strengthened the structure, and installed a new torch with a copper flame covered in gold leaf. The sea air slowly turned the copper to the green patina we see today, and that thin layer now protects the metal beneath. Crews routinely inspect the iron and stainless framework, maintain elevators and stairs, and manage corrosion control so that Liberty can endure for future generations. A modern museum on Liberty Island shares original artifacts, including the historic torch, along with exhibits about design and construction. Today, the Statue of Liberty remains one of the most visited sites in the United States and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Millions arrive by ferry each year to walk the grounds, explore the museum, and, with reserved tickets, climb into the crown for a view over the harbor. For some visitors, she is a history lesson in copper and iron. For others, she is a personal symbol of welcome and possibility. From an idea born in France after the American Civil War, to a daring work of art engineered by Eiffel, shipped in crates, and raised piece by piece in New York, liberty still lifts her lamp beside the golden door and reminds us why the promise of freedom matters.